Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. Me. Make sure there's no dust. I don't want nothing going to stick on me, man. Nothing going to stick on us. You know what I'm saying? No dust is going to stick on the people who are roaring. To my Lakers, absolutely. Welcome all. Come on in. I'll take some time to let y'all in. Come on in. This is CallMeNakomi World. And I welcome you to my establishment. Thank you for coming here for a special night of Lakers and the Other 29. As always, I am your host, the proprietor. Kind of stole that from Shay, but I'm the host, CallMeNakomi, and thank you so much for coming through, guys. I really appreciate it. We are going to be talking about a great game that I just saw play. It was ugly. It's one of those great ugly games. One of those games where you got to basically just dig it out on your own. You know what I mean? You can't just let a game like this go. I feel like for so many years we have been losing games that we should win. And that has been the bane of my existence, guys. I mean, I'm getting real close up to the. Let me just back it up a little bit, just so I could get close to y'all without feeling like I'm having half my head cut off, guys. I feel like for years the Lakers have made me feel as though we wanted to either dominate or have a team fall apart on us, and that's how we win. I felt like today felt like a turning point, like somebody's turning the wheel. That person is a person that we picked up this weekend. And I'm going to be talking about the guys who truly won this game. That is our bench and our role players, guys. Our bench and our role players. They stepped up and they did what they had to do. I'm missing one of them on my thumbnail. I'm missing one of them on my thumbnail. And I completely forgot about him. But it was but so much space to be all up in there. But I'm so glad that I'm able to just celebrate this win with you guys. Of course, I'm not gonna stay for too long. I just basically wanted to show you guys, just talk to you guys about the game that I saw. We dominated first two quarters. I mean, what do we have in the first quarter? We had 43 points in the first quarter, 77, I believe, at the half. That's the highest we've had definitely in this year, but that's the highest that I've seen in a really long time from the Lakers. I mean, at least obviously since last year, but sometime we probably did that. But at the same time, 77, brand new roster. Luka and AR are both off, and we still scored 77 and a half. It was beautiful. And the only thing I was just like, okay, let's not let go of the rope in the third quarter. And of course, if that rope started to slip, it started to slip. You know what I mean? But thank goodness our role players stepped up and coach got in their ear. JJ had to get into their ear because he was like, I just had this goddamn conversation with y'all last game. Why I gotta come up in your ear every single time? I mean, why can't y'all just decide that you want to win this game and go out there and do that? And I feel like a couple of guys got the message and then sent it out through the team. I mean, and those role players, when Luka and AR made some really good plays down the stretch that helped us to solidify it. Luka was determined to get his triple double. I mean, I think he only really had but right now they have him at 29 points. Let me see. Yep, it's still 29. 29 points. I thought it might have been 30, but it's a little less than that. 29, still respectable. 29-point triple double. Take that any day of the week at all. As absolutely, you know what I mean. And AR showed up the way that he needed to, not the way that we wanted him to, or I'm sure he wanted to, but he did what he had to do. I'm gonna go through the box score, but who I'm gonna talk about and show the most respect for are the role players and the bench players. They really, really helped us to get over that hill. Because I really, really felt like during that third quarter, or at least early fourth quarter, Marcus Smart came through and lit a spark under our asses. Because it was just like he hit that three, and he was basically giving the Heat bench the business, or whoever he shot that ball on. He was letting them know that, hey, ain't no funny business around here. Listen, man, leave me alone if you want to. I'm gonna drop one of these. And and he did that. He made great basketball play after great basketball play. It's not going to show up on the box score, but I got to give my props to Marcus Smart because it's not going to show up on the box score. I'm about to go to the box score right now, but it's not going to show up on the box score. Marcus Smart, dude, did the damn thing tonight. He showed that he is a basketball player. Yo, what's going up? What's going on, Reese? What's going on, man? Marcus Smart showed that he is a basketball player, that no matter what, if he has injuries, he's still healthy. He's still at least spry enough. You know, he's not no old man. I mean, he ain't no young man, but he ain't no old man, basically. And he still showed that he can still get up. He can still hit the three, and he can guard anybody on the whole floor. He can guard anybody on the whole floor. I mean, plain and simple, I don't think anybody he scored on scored a ton of points. I mean, I saw a bunch of people, you know, guarding Jaime Jaquez, who had a very decent game for the team, for the Heat coming off the bench. He was the number one person off the bench, but that's the problem with the Heat right now. That's I was just like, this is a game that we should be favored in. We were favored in, and we almost let it slip away again, but we got our ish together, and we pulled ourselves up, and we pulled together as a team, and they spread the ball and didn't stop spreading the ball. We didn't start just going ISO ball, especially when Luka and AR are having a bad shooting night. It wasn't just going to be, I'm gonna shoot my way out of this shit. Nah, we don't need that. We don't need that. We have plenty of talent on our bench and on the bench that hasn't even checked in yet. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go over it, guys. I'm gonna go over it because there's some people on the bench right now who could stay. Truly stay. There we go. Okay, so we won by 10 points, guys. We won 30-20. We were home in the Lakers crypto arena. Let me go over the away team real quick, just to show the kind of fight that they did. Because I mean, they scored 36. It wasn't like they was, you know, any kind of pushovers. They wasn't going to be. Mike Spoelstra was not going to let them be a pushover at all. Plain and simple. They were going to play hard defense. They played tough, hard defense against us, and we just were able to, shine when we needed to shine and make buckets and just bank on the lead that we had going into the half. So we just held on to the rope no matter what. We just didn't let go of it. And I'm about to go over the team stats too to see if they even had the lead at all. I don't think they even caught the lead, but at the same time, maybe they did. We'll see. Maybe early in the game, maybe. Wiggins showed up for 15 points. This straight up cardio. 37 points. Of 3 offensive rebounds. He was on the glass. He was definitely on the glass. He was a pain a little bit out there. 6 defensive rebounds, so it's 9. So 15 and 9 with 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block. He did what he had to do. 1 of 6 from the 3-point line. That was basically something that I'm glad that they wasn't just like bombing it from 3. They was getting what they wanted in the paint, pretty much but we locked down the perimeter defense, and that really helped us. And crashed the glass. We really I'm gonna get to the team stats. Bam Adebayo gave 17 points, 8 total rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. I'm talking right now, they wasn't gonna come out as no whips. You know what I mean? 1 block, 3 steals, not bad. Even he hit a 3, but that's just not his shot. Khalil Ware gave you 7 points, 12 in 12 minutes. I don't know if he got hurt. I'm gonna have to look that up and see what's going on. Thank goodness I didn't pick him up. I think he's been hurt twice since the season started. 4 rebounds and 1 block. Davion Mitchell, young cat, looks like he's gonna be. He's pretty hard nosed. He could play. He played 32 minutes as a starting point guard, it seems. And some other dude named Larson who gave him 17 points. They would have some points from different guys. I'll tell you another disparity was basically, I'm sure that they had more free throws than we did, and we still beat their ass. Even though people be like, "Oh, y'all getting us 100 points on the free throw line," we still beat them. We still beat a hard-nosed defensive team, and without having the advantage at the free throw line or the 3-point line. We just hustled them at the end. We out-hustled them more than they out-hustled us. And we made more shots. So this is what it is. Jaime was the only dude that was really cooking for them. He had 31 points off off the bench in 35 minutes, along with 8 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, hey, let me see. Oh, actually, Jaime didn't even hit a three. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. He was the most on dude, and he was just punishing us in the paint with mid-range, basically mostly in the paint. That was Jaime's whole entire bag today. You know what I'm saying? But anybody else on the team didn't really do much. Doesn't even matter. Me go ahead and get that out the way. Now I can really dig deep into the box score with my Lakers. Starters today was Rui Hachimura, Jackson Hayes, because DeAndre Ayton is actually still out because of his back issue. And I hope that he comes back soon because he's playing really, really well for us. And with Jackson Hayes playing like this, I don't see no holes in the backcourt. I'm not going to say it. I want to get that word out of our lexicon in that context, period. Get your minds out the gutter. He came through for us. I'm going to go over that too. Marcus Smart came through in the start also. I like Marcus Smart in the start. I feel like he sets a tone defensively for the team, and he also makes great basketball decision plays. He's willing to jump on the floor, and that was really the spark when he basically jumped on the loose ball on the floor and got it. I mean, he was really clutch. Also, Luka and Austin. So that was our starters: Austin, Luka, Marcus, Jackson, Rui. I'm not mad at that at all. Off the bench, of course. Well, let me finish up with the stats of the starters. 15 points in 31 minutes for Rui Hachimura. Of course, as usual, he's very efficient. He was 3 of 5 from the free point line, no free throw shot, and he was 6 of 12 from the field. I mean, 50%. My man's a 50-60 dude. That's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to be. And I'm just glad that he didn't have, let me see how many turnovers. 1 turnover. Hey, as like Dan said on his playback, as keep the ball out of it. Listen, man, if you ain't going to take the shot, I mean, don't turn playmaker, bro. That's not your bag. You dribbling makes me scared. Dunk or take your threes. I mean, or take your mid-range. Your mid-range is not bad either, man. You're doing pretty good, man. I'm glad you were out there. He had 6 rebounds also with 2 assists and 1 turnover. I'm glad about that. The other starters, before I go into the other people, Austin Reeves gave you 26 points in 38 minutes with 4 rebounds, 11 assists for Austin. Austin with 11 assists. I didn't even realize he had 11 assists. Quite assassin, man. He had goggles on. He threw up a lob to Bronny that could have brought the house down. What I wanted him to do was pan over to Bron. I'm sure there's going to be lots of shots and lots of angles of that dunk on ESPN all day tomorrow. I can't wait to look at it so I can basically see Bron's reaction. I can't wait. You know what I mean? But Austin was dishing it out because that's the kind of player that I love Austin for. If one thing's not working for him, he's not going to basically shoot a hole. He's not going to build a house of bricks in that gym. He's going to do all the other stuff. But I mean, he has to keep shooting because he's that dude too. But at the same time, he could do so many other intangibles. I'm glad that he was able to show that, hey, I could basically dom it out with everybody. You know what I mean? 11 assists. And he had 3 turnovers. Not that great, but at least he hit some really good clutch 3-pointers for us down late. He was 4 of 14 from the 3-point line. That's no bueno. At all. And he was 4 of 5 from the free throw line. I'll take it any day of the week. I'll take it. Luka Doncic also had 38 minutes in the game, 29 points, 11 rebounds, no offensive rebounds, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. He had a nice triple-double on an inefficient night, but he also provided 3 steals. But he was a little sloppy with the ball, five turnovers. But that's to be expected with a good defensive team. And he's having an off night on top of it. They're going to be scrappy. They're going to be and he's just having an off night. So I mean, it is what it is. You ain't going to be clean. They're going to exploit it. Absolutely. But funny enough, both him and Austin were 9 of 22 from the field today. That's ugly work, son. That was just ugly work. I'm telling you right now. But anyway, it wasn't about them though. Even though they were the high men for the game, it was more so about people like Jackson Hayes. People like Jackson Hayes, who DeAndre Ayton has to sit out for the game. I was hoping he'd be back by now, but Jackson Hayes had to, but DeAndre Ayton had to sit out with a back tightness or whatever it is, basically. And do you think that Jackson Hayes was going to answer that bell? You're goddamn right. He's going to answer that bell. I mean, he answered that bell in a way where, for me, for the Ruiz and the Jackson Hayeses and the Austins, who have been through so many years over and over and over again, letting these teams that they're better than them beat them, come back, and they let go of the rope, and they basically just stop focusing. They don't play defense. They don't close out on threes. They just letting, oh, this is a turnstile in the paint. You know what I mean? I'm glad that there's some kind of spark in there, and it's good to know that there is some switch in there that JJ can flip and make them remember that, oh, we're supposed to play defense. Yes, JJ, I'm glad you found that string. You teased out that string out of the sweater, and now you know that you can pull it and basically get them to respond. Hopefully you continue to, and nothing's going to help to solidify you continuing to be able to hold on to that string like winning. I'm sorry now, man. What are we now? We're 5-2 to start the season, baby. 5-2. Yes. Marcus Smart came through in 27 points. I mean, I think he started the last game also. I think that he is definitely a linchpin that needs to start with this group right here. Between him and DeAndre Ayton, they'll provide some great defensive stands. Because you have Jackson Hayes and Rui coming, and Vando coming off the bench to also give some defensive, hopefully holding power. And I think that we have a really good rotation. We could let go of some dead weight. This is some dead weight on the bench right now that we have a nice substitute for. I think that I hope that that's a move that's going to get made. I mean, I hope it don't cost us much, but I'm not sure who we're going to go after. But there's people out there. Marcus Smart, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. He was 3 of 7 from the free throw line, from the 3-point line, 4 of 9 from the field, 42% from the 3-point line. I mean, people was daring him to shoot, and he answered the call. I mean, that's kind of better than Westbrook. I mean, I'm not trying to say that he's Westbrook or like that, but at the same time, honestly, I'm not gonna front. Westbrook never been the bee's knees to me. I mean, don't get me wrong. He has that kind of, attack mode where he can black out and just basically be all over the court. At the same time, he was never, the defensive player stopper that he could have been, and nor was he an offensive guru. I said it. I said it. Plain and simple. Marcus Smart, yes, that's the kind of guard that we need, especially when we have AR and Luka. And Luka is basically a big guard, but he's not going to guard the small guards. So that's why you need a small guard who can actually guard the small guards. That's what we thought we were going to get from Gabe Vincent's ass. But he's hurt again on the bench with some grown out braids, and I think it's time for him to move around. That's all I got to say. Plain and simple. Marcus Smart, welcome to the Lakers. I hope you, and he's on a 2-year, $11 million contract. That's damn near the same contract that we just signed Jake Laravia for, bro. We paying these people $6 million a year. We are building a great core. We are building a great core. I think we could do some real good things this year, man. I think we can really do some good things this year. One more thing before I go to some messages. Let me go over Jackson Hayes, the man that answered the bell. Absolutely. 15 points, 32 minutes. 5 rebounds. You could have had a couple more rebounds, but I'm not mad at it because other people got some rebounds for us. And so we spread the love. He had an assist, he had a steal, he had a block, and he hit a 3. Jackson Hayes, I applaud you. Jackson Hayes and Marcus Smart came through, and they brought exactly what we needed, the energy, the fight, and also the next dude I'm going to talk about, Mr. 6th Man of the Year, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Jake Laravia. Austin saw you. He liked what he saw, and he basically kind of he was involved in kind of getting you here. I appreciate his effort, and I thank you for coming through, man. Jake Laravia, 35 minutes. He played heavy minutes. Him and Marcus Smart. That we needed to have at least one of them on the court at all times. They basically gave us the energy that we needed to win this game. Jake Laravia, 25 points, 3 offensive rebounds. Nobody else on the bench had an offensive rebound. 5 defensive rebounds. That's a total of 8 points. So he had 8 rebounds. So he had 25 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals. 3 assists, 4 steals. And he was 2 or 3 from the 3-point line. 10 of 13 from the free throw line. I'm shocked he only has a +8. I'm just saying he should have at least a +10 for the effort that he gave. Jackson Hayes +17. Luka +14. That's crazy. Maybe he had 3 steals. We had the sticky finger bandit Luka Doncic. He is out there picking pockets today. He was out there picking pockets. So but I like what I saw today. Also the last dude. I don't know why Vando didn't play a lot of minutes. He only played 10. I don't know why Dalton Connect only played 12 minutes. I do know why Dalton Connect played 12 minutes because he only had 3 points. He only hit one three-pointer, and he was basically a bum for the rest of the whole entire game. So they rested him. But who gets the minutes? Bronny James came through and answered the calls. They said, "Yo, Bronny, what you doing right now? I ain't doing that. What's going on with you? Hey, you want to come through and get 18 minutes? 18 minutes? You real? For real? You sure? Yeah, come on through and get 18 minutes. Let me see what you do. Let me bust you down with 5 minutes real quick and then see how you flip that." Bronny came through and flipped it real quick. Bronny came through and flipped it. He only had 2 points, but my man was out there dishing it. He is getting steals. He was playing decent defense against dudes who are bigger than him. He was not afraid to stay up in there and try to reach in and get steals. He was playing good. He played a good role for those minutes when Marcus Smart wasn't out there. I think that actually is a pretty good. Obviously it'll be great when Bron comes in. Hopefully we still get those kind of minutes. I see no reason why Bronny can't get 10 minutes a game. I think he averaged 8 minutes last year, maybe 5. It felt like 5, but I feel like there's no reason why Bronny can't average 15 minutes a game if Dalton Connect ain't doing nothing. If him and Dalton Connect pretty much hit the same amount of 3-pointers, what's the point? What's the difference? Well, sorry, Bronny didn't hit no 3s. He shot 2 3s. I think that there was a couple times that Bronny got the ball and they gave him the ball. And honestly, bro, in your position, you could shoot 3s all day in practice. You just need to hit some in the game. So when they basically pass you the ball and you on the perimeter, they're not passing. They're not giving it to you to pass. Take that shot. If you have some daylight, take that shot. Plain and simple. Make your highlight. You caught that crazy alley from Reeves. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Put it on the highlight reel. Absolutely. And you threw that great pass to Marcus Smart, didn't get rattled, went across the baseline, passed it to Marcus Smart, shot it, and basically it was butter. Perfect pass, perfect placement, perfect timing. I'm gonna watch on right now, but hey, you did the damn thing, son. So we come out on top, and that's exactly how it should be. Let me go to some comments. My bad, guys. Froze up on my brain real quick. I'm still shocked Jackson Hayes made a 3 before Vando. I don't know what to tell you about Vando. He looked pretty good enough in the preseason as offensively, but I don't know. He slides in and out of confidence where he's actually taking those shots. Vando only did he take any 3s? He didn't even attempt the 3. Hey, it is what it is, son. Adam T2R9T. Treat? Not exactly sure what that means, babe. But if you can spell it out phonetically, that'd be great for me. But thank you for coming through. Appreciate the message. Everyone says Bronny is the worst player in the league, but he's only a -1 in plus minus exactly on the season, which basically equals a 0 per game. That's not killing us. It's not. And he's giving effort and he's doing nothing but getting experience and getting better. So, hey, I honestly, if I had to take Jake LaRay, if I had to take Gabe Vincent or Bronny James, for the money I'm paying Bronny James, the effort I'm paying Bronny James, Gabe, you don't hit threes like that anyway when you out there. I mean, you pay pretty much about like a 29 to 33 percent free throw. 3-point shooter. I mean, you're not lighting anything up. I'd rather have Bronny out there playing some good defense, playing some great playing some decent minutes to give him some run. Why not? And it was meaningful minutes. It wasn't even like a game that we were smashing somebody or getting our asses smashed by them ourselves. It was meaningful minutes, and that is what good players need to get better. So I'm glad that JJ is actually trying to develop that young cat, man, and not just having him on the bench like another, highly touted draft pick that was, that's should be starting right now for their team out in Cleveland. Some people know how to develop players and some don't. It is what it is. Laravia said that he can score. He can score, but his other teams wanted him to do other things. I mean, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a lot of players get swept up underneath the rug, or just basically get, outshined because he's the star, so he should basically get more to shine. The Lakers right now with the offensive schemes that we have is perfect for a guy who can just consistently drop easy points and also make a couple of hard ones while being out there and playing good defense. He has good basketball instinct. I mean, let's see again. He had 3 assists and 8 rebounds. So he was out there. He's 6'7". So I mean, he's a big body. He could run the court. He could dribble a little bit. He's not AR or nobody, but he's no slouch. And he could play decent defense against guys his size. I mean, what more can you want? What more can you want? He said the Lakers are letting him do what he wants. Dude's a beast. Hey, I picked him up on my fantasy league with Dan's fantasy league, and I felt like that was going to be a good pick for me. I also have a Duthiero on the IR. I'm waiting for him to come through so he could be the Sean Kemp to Luka. I feel like that's going to be a really, really exciting time when we have Braun back and the Duthieros basically catching lobs from AR, Luka, and Braun. Wow. Just run, kid. Just run. Just let him be what's his name? Let him be Rashid. No, I'm not Rashid Rice. Rashid Rice. Let's do his name. I forgot his name from Miami now. He was with the Chiefs before. Tyreek Hill. Yeah. Just let Duthiero be Tyreek Hill. Just basically go out there and catch these lobs, son. I'm going to make you into Dominique Wilkins. I'm going to make you into Sean Kemp. Just basically slam it hard, play great defense, and that's all you got to worry about. I'm going to make you a household name. That is exactly what AR is about to do, bro. AR, that 15 going to look real good up in the band, on the banner, man. I told you, I said it from the time that he was a rookie, that if he stays with the Lakers, he is going to have his number retired. I mean, I know we only basically retire championship winners, but I feel like he's gonna get one. I feel like he's gonna get one, and I feel like it might be this year. I feel like it might be this year. We feel our focus and our able to react feels a lot more on this year than years before. So I feel like we could definitely do some things this year, and I hope that we do it this year while Braun's still there, and then we can get him on a discount next year. But Braun, listen, when you come back, no holding the ball. Pass that ball. 5 seconds. Pass that ball. None of that. Luka's the only person Luka and Reeves are the only people that are allowed to do that, because you are messing up the chemistry when you have 3 people who feel like they can run 10 seconds off the clock. You can't have that. You can't have that. The whole entire offense will go stale, and it makes no sense to even have all these dudes that we basically picked up. We're creating something great, and if you basically do that foolishness, we're not even going to want you back, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. You're the king. You're the king, but Sometimes the king gotta go. If the king ain't serving the people and give the people what they want, don't worry. We're gonna take care of Bronny. He's not going nowhere. So the team stats, the two high players, of course, was Jaime Jaquez Jr. of Miami with 31 points, and then Luca with 29 points. Field goal percentage, they beat us by 1 percentage point, so I'll take that, no problem. But we actually had a better 3-point percentage. We shot, let me see, 13 more threes than they did. I mean, they don't have Hero out there. That's basically, par for course. Some of their players, some of their main dudes is out. So, hey, we did what we were supposed to do. We beat who we were supposed to beat. Now we need to beat who we were supposed to beat next game against Portland. I believe that we play tomorrow against Portland. I hope that we get payback and whoop their ass. Luca, AR, y'all better go to sleep and get as much sleep as possible. I hope y'all have those on the plane. I hope that it's one of those things where you just have a whole little pod that you can go sleep in. Go ahead, get you some chocolate, some hot chocolate, and get you some extra candy from your kids, from the kids Halloween bucket. Go ahead and just get your rest, because I need you to show up tomorrow. We can't go down twice to Portland. Portland? You tripping, bro. You tripping. We can't do that. So we need you basically to be ready for this game. Free throws. We actually had a better free throw percentage, even though they shot more free throws than we did. They shot 25. They were 25 of 36 on the free throw line. We was 19 of 23. So we had less free throws than them, and we basically we beat them still. They actually rebounded us by 1 rebound. So we were pretty even on the rebounding. I'm like that. Is the role players that stepped up and jumped in and got some rebounds when we didn't have everything else clicking. 9 to 8 offensive rebounds, pretty even, and 30 both had 33. So we was pretty even on the rebound tip. You know what I'm saying? We had more assists though. He spread the ball a lot more. Jaime basically didn't have much coming off from the starters, so he had to take it over himself, and so he turned into the main dude on the floor. And we had this 4 more assists than they did. We had far more steals than they did. 7 to 14. We was pretty good. Both teams are defending in the paint. Points off turnovers, not too far away. They had 15 points off turnovers. We had 12. Okay. Fast break points, pretty much the same, 20 to 19. Fouls, we fouled them 26 times more. That official, I don't like that dude. I don't know what his name is, but he looks like a freaking cat. He's an older black guy. I don't have no problem, of course, not with him being black, but for some reason he always got an issue. I don't like when he refs the Lakers. I don't know what it is about him. He got a problem with us. He do. I don't think he wants us to shine, but that's all right. We can shine regardless, with or without you. Both had technical fouls. I don't remember what they had the technical foul for, but we had a technical foul because Marcus Smart was mouthing off after hitting that 3-pointer that Bronny passed to him, and they gave us the 3. Just whack ass stuff like that, bro. Just whack ass stuff like that. There's so many fouls and stuff that they called on the Lakers. They were really trying to make us lose this game. But that's why I'm so happy. I feel like we've turned that corner and realized that we have enough. We have enough right now. And then when Bron comes back, just blend in, baby, and we're gonna be set. Let AR and Luca basically do all that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get everybody this. Everybody gonna eat. Everybody gonna eat. It's the Chiefs. I don't pick Chiefs players because everybody's gonna eat. And they still win. Amazing stuff. Like I said, they didn't lead at all during the whole entire game. 18-point lead that we basically kind of blew. They got to 2 points in, and we pushed them back, and we kept the lead. And that's all I needed to hear. It was a good game, guys. Didn't watch it from start to finish. I came in a little bit in the middle of the first quarter, but from what I saw, I loved it. We were clicking. The ball was moving. We were swinging it across. People were driving in and and passing it out. Marcus Smart wasn't afraid to bring the ball up. Luka wasn't afraid, of course, not to bring the ball up. AR's never afraid to bring the ball up. So we had 3 ball handlers out there, and we had Bronny whenever Marcus Smart had to be out. So there was always somebody, 2 people who can handle the ball, and that's balance. I love it. And I'm not even mad at Bronny, because Bronny's honestly his father's child, and he's just a smaller Bron. And then basically, if you took away Bron's athleticism, and I mean, Bronny's pretty athletic, but if you took away Bron's height and made him 6'2", wouldn't that be Bronny? Maybe with less of a jumper, because he actually had to work on his jumper. Bron didn't have that jumper when he first came into the league. He had to work on it like Kobe. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like I saw a cartoon where Bron and Bronny went out trick or treating, and Bron was dressed as Captain America, and Bronny came out with an Austin 316 T-shirt and white face. And I'm like, yes, I'm sure that Austin is Bronny's favorite player. He get hyped on the bench. If you ever watched AR on the bench, it's beautiful, man. It's the same way that Bron and AD used to get excited when Bronny was when Reeves was out there cooking, man. It's a beautiful thing. Both him and Luka were off today. If they wasn't off, we would have blew the Heat out. But it's okay. We did what we had to do. We still scored 130 points, and we had 77 points in the first quarter. That is beautiful. Chef's kiss, guys. Chef's kiss. Absolutely. Please, if you haven't done so already, please go out and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so before, please do that. I need to remember to do that earlier in the video, because when you do that early in the video, people actually do hit the like button. But I appreciate you if you haven't done that already, and if you're about to do that right now, thank you so much for it in advance. I really appreciate you. I'm just having a good time watching my Lakers. I stayed up actually for it. I'm surprised that I made it this far at my old age. I mean, hey, I want to be, as we would say in Jamaica, drawing bongi right now, which means pulling my pillow up to my face and just basically snoring right now. But I'm out here with you guys because I love to talk about my Lakers, and I want to hear what you guys have to talk about. So do you have any other comments to make? Any thoughts? What do you think about Marcus Smart? What do you think about our acquisitions? I think that from seeing these first games of the season, let me see what the standings look like now, baby. Let me see what the standings look like now. Ooh, the Lakers are in 3rd place. Clock it, baby, clock it. Tell me what y'all think about that. The Lakers right now are in 3rd place behind the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. We on your ass, Oklahoma. We on your ass, and that's where we supposed to stay, baby. Go ahead and hiccup. We on that. We on that. Nothing handed. Nothing. Absolutely nothing handed. Once again, Pelinka put together a good team, solid team. The chemistry is, the Bunsen burner is underneath the beaker, and it's simmering, baby. It's simmering. And all they got to do now, take it off, put it on the little stir thing with the little pill inside, and just stir it up and just keep that thing bubbling for the next, what's that, 7 games now? So that's, make me do math, bro. Making me do math. 75 games more? 75 games. Let's keep that joint simmering for 75 games. We're gonna be good. This, hopefully everybody stays healthy. Knock on wood. And you just keep it going. And I feel like we have a really good rotation. We have pieces to back up pieces to back up pieces. I'm not saying we have the greatest bench in the whole entire league. We have a bench that makes sense. That's why I feel like we finally got a bench that makes sense. We got a small guard who could truly defend and has great basketball skills and actually has some spunk to him. Because, yeah, Gabe does that, but he doesn't have that intangible. We have, instead of having Cam Reddick or whatever his name was, Reddish, we have Jake Laravia, who's 6'7", plays good defense, will rebound, and it can hit the 3, score off the bounce, just basically catch that lob. I forgot who threw him that lob, and he caught it. And Jackson Hayes and him were just flexing on it. They were so hyped after that. That was around the same time when Marcus Smart threw himself on the floor for that ball. I mean, we're playing defense, we're playing offense, we're sharing the ball. Life is but a dream, baby. Life is but a dream. We are here for it, man. Yo, shout out to LA. The Dodgers won. Shout out to you. I'm not mad at it at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm from New York, so I'm a Yankee fan. But somebody got to win, and I'm not mad at this. You. New York and LA, saving the world, baby. Saving the world. One day and one championship at a time. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all might throw some shade, but hey, my Lakers have won recently, and my Giants have won. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to show some love to Cleveland out there, trying to get y'all. Let me stop. Anyway, but we doing good right now, man. Let's see who's behind us. Portland Trailblazers were behind us with 4-2. 5-2 are the Clippers. The Nuggets are just above the line for the play-in. Who's in the play-in spot right now? Pretty much everybody I expected. Somebody I didn't expect to not even be in the play-in. Houston at 7. Golden State, they young team. They need to basically, get their stuff together, get solid back again. Golden State, as usual, hovering in the play-in. I mean, they needed to tear it. Honestly, I don't know what other kind of tear down they can make. Don't get me wrong. They could go on a tear, and don't let them in the playoffs. They're gonna be a hard team in the playoffs. Please, dang, 7-2. Yeah, we might end up actually playing the Golden State. I mean, hopefully they climb a little higher, and we could not have to play them in the first round. That is what it is. Minnesota is in 9th, and Memphis is in 10th, and is a mess in Memphis. Unfortunately, Ja, he looked like he making a snake because he wanted to leave, just like how James Harden did when he was with Brooklyn, and he was like, I don't want to be here no more. And then when he was at Philly, I don't want to be here no more. And I mean, hey, some people are just highlight reels that who not going to really ever, bring that ring. So, but I mean, hey, Ja, all the best to you. Unfortunately, we don't have any point guard vacancies. unless you want a backup spot, but it would be a backup because Reeves got that second backup. Just saying, sorry, Ja. You should have left when you had a chance if you could have had a chance. But every player does it. They stay with the bum team who drafted them, and when the team basically doesn't do anything and they be able to offer you the most money, you don't bank on yourself, you bank on the bank, and bank always wins. It is what it is, man. Sometimes you got to be like Austin Reeves. He bet on himself, and this man is about to get the $200 million contract. And I mean, hey, the city loves him, and we love him back. I mean, he loves us back. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm surprised that the Phoenix Suns aren't in the play-in. I'm not surprised. They're down there with the Sacramento Kings, the Houston Jazz, Utah Jazz, Dallas Mavericks, and the Pelicans, which brings me to somebody who I heard Bree brought up, Herb Jones. Y'all not doing nothing with my man. Come up off my man. We could basically cover that. We can cover that check. We can cover that check. Go ahead. Let me see with the hoops hype. What is Herb Jones making right now? Oof, we get Herb Jones, baby. Whoa, Nelly. I tell you right now, they don't want to see us. They don't want to see us, bro. I'll tell you right now. Hold up. Teams, please. Teams. Yes. Pelicans, the Pelicans, baby. Herb Jones is 5th on the team, and he just signed a new contract for 13 with extension. He's making 13 this year, 14 next year. Well, let's say 14 this year, 15 next year, 20 and 22 for the years coming up. This man, I got about 2 dudes that I could give you just to make up the money. I mean, shoot, just to make up the money for this year, I got one in a possible for you, baby, and we can get Herb Jones off your books because obviously y'all ain't going nowhere. And I mean, I guess maybe Oh, he's all we got going on right now. Zion ain't barely doing nothing anyway. I mean, sure. I mean, you're gonna have Zion off your books in another couple of years if he don't do nothing. But you should probably be in rebuild mode because you ain't showing no signs of life. Beep. Call it 1:34 a.m. Saying, go ahead. It's gonna be a beautiful thing once we start to get our stuff together and everybody healthy. I can't wait to see what this is going to look like, man. I can't wait to see what this is going to look like. Real quick, in the East, the 76ers, the process without Embiid seems to be working. Edgecombe and Maxey are doing a damn thing. I have them both on a keeper league, and I plan on keeping them for as long as I can. The Bulls, surprisingly, are in number 2, but hey, that always happens. But the East is wide open. You ain't gonna have no Pacers to have to worry about for this year. Milwaukee is holding it down in the 3rd spot as they usually do. The Pistons expected to be there. Cleveland in 5th place, but it's a little tight between 3rd and 5th right now. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. But Miami, we should have beat them, but at the same time, they weren't no slouches. They're in 6th place right now. After getting beat by us, they're 3-3. So another team that's 3-3, the Knicks, I thought they would be a little higher, but I mean, hey, sometimes you gotta work things out, especially with a new coach too. So the Raptors are in 8. Atlanta is in 9. Atlanta, I think you messed up by doing whatever you did to get Porzingis. You fucked the chemistry. That's all I gotta say. He's not gonna be there for 30. He's gonna be there for maybe but 35% on a good year. He's gonna be there for 35% of your season. Period. And Orlando, they'll climb up out of it. Boston, so the Pacers, they're not going to be up there. And nobody was expecting the Hornets, the Wizards, or the Nets. I expected those 3 teams to stay out of the playoffs next year, and I'm calling it. I mean, this year, I call it. Those teams are going to basically stay out. Any dark horses at the bottom that's not in the top? Maybe Sacramento. They might be able to crawl up into the play-in. Actually, in Dallas has a slow start. I mean, hey, I'm just saying. Let me see. Before I talk shit, let me go ahead and look to see what this dude is doing. Because I don't want to say that I think that he's people think that he's the next thing since sliced bread, but he's a rookie, so give him time. He needs to figure out what he's doing. But yeah, he's doing high draft pick rookie numbers. Nothing special. 18, 22, 2 points. Suspect. 15 points, 16 points. And I'm honestly, I hope that they get him away from the point guard position. You're not even really here. He was able to basically do great passes and stuff against college players. These are grown-ass men. You don't put him in as the point guard. He's no Bron. He's not Bron. Sorry. It is what it is. But that's the NBA, guys. I just told you all about the Lakers and the other 29. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so before. Share it with your friends who want to hear some great Laker content. Hit me up at CallMeNakomi on Instagram, CallMeNakomi1 on Blue Sky and X. Also, you can hit me up at email at CallMeNakomi@gmail.com, guys. Do that if you can. Please drop me a message right now, right before I check out. I'm just basically, looking around sports. It's been a great day. I actually went with my daughter to a UGA volleyball game. It was very enjoyable. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad that UGA actually won. In the world of sports, it's an interesting world going on, man. It's an interesting world. I'm telling you. Standings. I'm gonna look at the standings right now. The Patriots are 7-2. Drake May, I'm glad I picked you in 2 leagues, my boy. Ooh, Buffalo Bill is behind the Patriots at 6-2. Dolphins and Jets, take a seat. Y'all not going nowhere. Pittsburgh is 5-3. They find a way to win somehow every single year. The Ravens are behind them 3-5. Cincinnati Bengals 3-6, and 2-6 Browns. That's all I gotta say. You read those blanks. The Colts. I mean, it feels like we're going back in time. We're Peyton Manning and Tom Brady were at the top of their game. They're at the top of their division. The Colts are 7-2. Jacksonville 2-5-3. Somehow they're finding a way to win. Travis Hunter is on the IR. I'm not sure if he's coming back this season, but I hope him. I pray that he has a speedy recovery. Oh, hold up. Let me take us off of this real quick. Okay, so the Broncos are 7-2. I mean, so those are basically right now the teams that's going to go to the playoffs. The Patriots. I don't think I had the Patriots. I think I had the Bills. The Steelers is probably what I had. Now, actually, I probably had the Ravens, but I had the Steelers somehow making it into the playoffs. The Colts. I don't know who I had in that division, because that division, I mean, who know Daniel Jones is going to actually play well. These coaches be messing up these quarterbacks for real, man. Although I still don't think that Daniel Jones is that great. But I mean, hey, he works with what he has. He had 300 plus yards today. I have him on the bench in another team. Well, actually, no, I played him in another team because Baker Mayfield was on the bye. The Broncos are 7-2. Also, the Chargers definitely are going to be a wild card spot, and the Chiefs are definitely going to be a wild card spot. But they are currently 5-4. They just lost to the Buffalo Bills today. In the NFC East, my home division, we are at the bottom at 2-7. It be that way. It is what it is. And honestly, I'm invested, but I'm not really invested in this season. I'm protesting this season. I'm glad if y'all do well, and at the same time, Philadelphia Eagles sit at the top, 6-2. Somehow the Dallas Cowboys are still relevant at 3-4. The Commanders are just look sorry at 3-6. And I don't know, but I need to look and see if that is what I heard. Daniel, elbow. Head coach Dan Quinn confirmed that Jaden Daniels suffered a left elbow injury in Saturday's loss to the Seahawks, but Quinn didn't have any further updates on Daniel's status. Daniels needs a brace to stabilize his left non-throwing arm after sustaining an injury in the fourth quarter. A more concrete recovery timeline for Daniels will likely be established following the additional evolution of the injury. Marcus Mariota So with that being said, I'm sorry, Daniels, I'm going to have to drop your ass. That's a bad habit. Sorry. And that's why I dropped Terry McLaurin already. Here's what it is. I don't know who I'm going to pick up. I guess I might have to pick up Sunshine as my backup. My backup, because Drake May, I still have him. Yes. Come on, baby. I still got Drake May as my starter. It's just that 1 week he's on a bye week, and 14, which is the first day of the playoffs. God, I might have to see if I could do a trade, bro. You're gonna see. Anyway, the Packers, they just lost to somebody I can't remember basically, but they are sitting at the top of their division, teetering 5-2. Detroit Lions are right behind them at 5-3. Chicago Bears just put a whoop ass on somebody. I forgot which team, the Bengals, and they are 5-3 also, so they're still in it. And Minnesota Vikings basically are 4-4. And JJ McCarthy just came back. He had a pretty decent game for his rookie season. Also, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Baker. Yeah, boy. Feeling kind of dangerous. 6-2. He's 6-2. They are 6-2 in the division, with Carolina coming in second. Surprise. I felt like Carolina was going to basically do something, but they're not productive. I'm shocked at how they basically still stay winning. They've actually won 5 games. Sheesh. Falcons, pretty disappointing, 3-5. And New Orleans, exactly where y'all supposed to be. Y'all should have picked up Shador. Y'all are 1-8. 6-2. Seattle is tied with the Rams. I'm shocked, which is actually behind the San Francisco 49ers. There goes your 2 of your wild card spots for the NFC, guys. I mean, that's obviously going to be the Rams and the 49ers. If not, one of them are going to slide up and become the leaders for the division there, and the other two are going to be the wild card spots. Who do I think out of the others? Oh, and the Lions. Boom. Sorry, Dallas. You're not doing nothing this year. But anyway, love you guys so much. Appreciate y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe, share me with your friends. I am all about sports. I'm all about entertainment. I'm all about life. Please take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. May you always find water and shade. Go Lakers.